Hello everyone, this is Foundation. I wanted to give a quick update as well as acknowledge a few people. And it's a new year, it's 2023. I know it's been a little bit since I've provided my last update. Just to let you know, I've just been keeping busy. And I think more than anything, when it comes to supporting youth in our community, it's really important to meet them where they're at. Yeah, happy 2023. I appreciate it. As far as updates go, I wanted to first say I'm very blessed as well as very humbled by the opportunity to continue to serve youth here. And it's been a great experience for me to not only learn from our kids or our students here, but also to bring them, again, quality programs and provide quality services. That way they can benefit. So it's been great for me. I'm humbled by the opportunity to continue to serve the youth here, and I have some really wonderful updates that I want to provide today. The first update that I wanted to mention is we have a few students. Again, I need to make sure before I start to rattle off names of students. We have a lot of students that are graduating this year, and I'm actually providing my first scholarships to students here. We have a few students that are going to be pursuing computer programming, truck driving school, as well as the trades, electronic engineering, and I will be personally providing my first scholarship for those students. I also want to say thank you to Miss with the Teen Center over at High for not only the opportunity to do a continued collaboration with students, and I think we're going to do some really good work together as far as getting these students not only finding things that they're passionate about, and I think more than anything when it comes to understanding what it is your passion and to being able to create change. And that's one of the things that's not only the most rewarding aspect with working with youth, but it can be very hard to see, the positive things that we do here in the community. Sometimes we don't always hear back or see the change that we're doing, but I wanted to be able to report not only to my donors, but also my followers and everything else that we have some really good students that are going on to do some really wonderful things, starting off with. So shout out again to the Teen Center. So that's the first update. The second update that I wanted to provide as far as services that will be done here in the community. I am starting a new initiative for any public school or after school site here. I will be collaborating with barbershops, hair salonists, and stylists to provide free cuts for students actually at the schools. Now there is actually going to be a little bit of red tape that I'm trying to get over, and again, part of doing new things are the challenges to make sure that everything is done right. One of the opportunities for providing these free services for students actually at the sites is to make sure, one, that they have parental permission, and again, I know the students love it. Obviously today I'm not rocking the mohawk. We're cut short today. Heaven forbid if a child goes home with a mohawk. I don't want any parents to be upset because they decided to, rock a Mr. T. But I would like to think, with providing these services to allow students to not only be able to self-express, but also to be able to provide these new services to where students not only feel like, hey, we were able to do something new and different here at the school, but also understanding from the parents or the guardians' perspective. Especially parents are exceptionally busy, and I know when it comes to not just parenting being a full-time job in itself, once you get off work you may not have the time, or if you have other little ones that you need to watch, you may not have the time to actually take them to the barber shop or take them to the hair salon to provide these services. So this is kind of one of the reasons why I would like to provide it at any of the sites that we're currently at, as well as any other site that's interested. I've been going around speaking to a lot of the site directors regarding it, and again, since it's extremely different, there's a little bit of reluctancy, but again, we're going to make sure that it's done right, and of course make sure that the students not only feel comfortable with whoever is coming in to get whatever haircut, tight fade in the back, if they do want the mohawk, or for the ladies in general. And again, back in the day, if you can imagine, I used to have, long hair, so to speak, and now I have to admit having it short is just so much easier to, just go out, and I don't necessarily have to do anything. But again, unfortunately or fortunately, um, everyone's different. And to be able to provide these services to where students can get something that they are happy with, and of course, making sure that the parents are very happy with the jobs that's being done. So I will be going out to different barbershops throughout the week and setting up meetings here to meet with the highly skilled individuals that are willing to go into schools. This will actually be paid by myself to make sure that the students get the cut. There will be no fees associated to either the parents or to the children or to the site directors. It'll be completely free and I will be paying for that. So we'll need to figure out the logistics portion of that as far as the schools and the sites. If you are after school site director or host a after school program at your site, or maybe if you're hosting at your own individual building, it doesn't even have to be actually at the school itself. Either contact me, give me a call, send me an email, or contact me through Collective for Youth, and we'll make sure that we get through these hurdles to make sure that not only your organization feels comfortable with it, the site director feels comfortable with it, and then make sure that as far as what you need from me or the individuals that I'm bringing in, to make sure that the students are provided with the best possible experience possible is my goal. So I'm excited for that. So that's the second announcement. The third announcement, again, this is ongoing from something previous that I've been doing for the past 2 or 3 years, is in regards to the esports. I've been matching and pairing students with online YouTubers or professional esports players that either play with different universities across the nation or who have substantial followings that the students are either actually watching and then coaching the students in their individual game of choice. And then we have a mentoring program that goes alongside with that towards getting the students to be creating that future mindset as far as creating a routine as if it were just any other sport that the student would be participating in at their school, or if you were to go to a local sports gym or club or anything like that. That way, we can hopefully create the coaching aspect, the mentoring aspect, allow students to meet some of their heroes that they look up to, as well as get the future mindset and creating goals and everything. It's been a very challenging experience, but I've learned a lot myself. The students have learned a lot, and we're almost to the point right now where what I would personally like to do is I would like to set up a esports tournament here with the schools or sites that do have an esports program. What I'm willing to put up for grabs for either the teams or individuals, there will be prizes, swag, as well as donations made that I'll be personally be making towards the sites itself. That way the students can um, find a positive atmosphere that they can compete against in these particular games that are being supported by local nonprofits and everything else. So there will be some prizes. I can't disclose what the actual prizes will be at the time. Again, it's something that we're working on and it's an ongoing process, but I'm very excited to do this. If possible, I would like to do it by summer of this year. I know there's some schools that are still trying to get their esports programs put together. Um, I'll go ahead and shout out because they're middle school, they're all on board. They're like, we're ready to compete. You just let us know who we'll be competing against. Middle school is ready to do some esports competition. It's just figuring out the other schools, where their programs are at, what games do they feel comfortable with, and then we'll move forward. Uh, Shout out to the YMCA. They were also willing to host. I'm leaving the spot open as far as where it will occur up to the site directors itself. If by chance we need to do it online, I'm perfectly okay with that in order to allow the opportunity for the most students to be able to participate. I know for nonprofits, site directors, and after school programs here, driving is an ongoing issue, or finding adequate busing in order to get students to and from, especially when it's um, activities where they may do a college visit or anything else has been an ongoing challenge. I'm trying to figure out and resolve issues that way organizations can more easily get students to and from, as well as making sure that they're safe and providing adequate drivers and insurance coverage for that. So that's kind of one of the things that I'm trying to resolve on the behalf of site directors. Again, if you have any ideas, thoughts regarding this, you can email me, contact me. I do have a strong foundation of streamers that are willing to give back as well as provide their expertise for the next generation of students. This opens the door for getting scholarships to students that want to play on the college level, or if they want to learn about building their own brand, whether it's streaming video games, creating a following, those could be additional things that we can teach the students as we're moving forward. It's been a wonderful 2022. As we move forward with 2023, I have a new set of goals and initiatives that I'm wanting to uh, not only bring forward to the community. Again, I'm very blessed to have the support that I have, especially remembering where it is that I came from, coming from a single parent home and finding not only the support through my personal network of friends and family, but also to have the ability to give back to the students that come from either what is called the non-traditional family or possibly a non-standardized home, especially when we have youth that are being taken care of either grandparents, aunts, uncles, or single parent homes, or even for our students that are blessed with having both parents in the home, making sure that they all have an opportunity to try if they're interested. And I think that's one of the things, especially for my volunteers, staff, and people that I work with or try to collaborate with, is being open to doing something different or trying something new. So on behalf of my staff and volunteers, and to my donors, followers, other supporters, people who collaborate with me, I want to say thank you for the opportunity to be able to serve, again, the youth. I'm going to be working on my own personal self-development, learning new things to provide resources to students here. That way we can achieve the best possible outcomes. And if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to post them either in the comment section or send a message on Facebook. I'm willing to try new things, and I think more than anything, it's okay. Even as adults, we're often scared to try new things or make mistakes, and I'll be the first person to admit that if I make a mistake, I'll totally fess up on it. It'll be with the best intentions, and of course, understanding how to mitigate risk, making sure that the students are safe at all times is the number one priority. But again, making sure that the students also have these resources, or making these resources available to them, is something I'm really focused on. Again, thank you everyone. Appreciate your time as always, and this is to 2023. So have a wonderful day.